Shaunie, you touched her. Like, what the hell? And then Shaunie gonna say you actually did. She didn't touch that damn girl. Shaunie touched her. No, bitch. What's up, everybody? Now let's sip this tea. All right, y'all. So after tonight's episode of Basketball Wives, it's a lot of people online calling for the cancellation of this show. Also calling for, if not a cancellation, that Evelyn be removed from the cast. They even started a petition online trying to get 5,000 signatures for her to be removed for colorism, and she's just too old to be this big of a damn bully. So this starts back a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, that Evelyn put on Instagram that implied that OG was a monkey. And it started this whole thing about colorism within the Basketball Wives. Now, a lot of people were saying, it ain't colorism because Kristen is dark-skinned too and blah, blah, blah. Come on now. This whole season, everybody has been picking on OG, including production. Like, they would do, like, snapshots of her toes and then have her in the confessional with space buns and looking crazy. I feel like it was an attack OG type of season. Literally, the girls would bully her and push her to the edge of her having to say something. And then when she says something, she gets shot with the, why you so aggressive and why you mad at everybody and blah, blah, blah. Y'all have been picking on this girl all season, and when she says something, she's being too aggressive, which they are associating with colorism, because Evelyn can literally jump across tables, throw drinks in Jennifer's face when it was unwarranted. Malaysia can flip a whole daggone table on Jennifer last season that was unwarranted. I mean, I just don't get it. Evelyn is drunk as hell in this past episode of Basketball Wives, and she's running down the little she's running down the little pathway to get to Cece, who is walking away from a fight, right? Walking away from an argument that she didn't want to get into with Kristen, who thought that she was going to put Cece in her place and then hand her over to Evelyn so Evelyn can put her in her place. But that is not what happened. So she starts chasing Cece down the road, and OG comes behind her and is like, no, you're not about to do that, okay? Kind of pushes her off to the side. She falls to the bushes. Everybody come up, OG, why you a bodyguard? OG, why you doing this, that, and the third? If somebody's running after my friend and my friend has no idea what's going on, you ain't about to touch her. OG had every right to run behind them. What is she supposed to do? Let her friend get attacked from behind? This whole shit is just crazy to me. Not to mention, Evelyn is 50. 50. If you was going to do something, you would have pulled the girl hair or something. You never wanted to touch her because you can't fight. All of this is that you have is mouth. And the thing about Evelyn is she gets so mad when somebody pulls her hoe card. Cece literally pulled her hoe card at the dinner table and she couldn't take it. She went back that whole night and studied. This girl really just called me out. This girl really just called me out for being a bully. Yeah, I am a bully. Yeah, I am. And she put me in my place, but I can't let that go. So you get drunk as hell, chase her down the road, do nothing, because when you got up close to her, you were like stopping yourself. Okay? You were stopping yourself. You were never going to touch her. Okay? It's just ridiculous. And now everybody is turning on OG, and Shaunie is fake as hell. Shaunie don't like OG. So Shaunie is on Kristen's side as well as Evelyn's side, not calling them out on their BS, but is all in OG's ear, talking about some, stop being aggressive, stop, let them talk, blah, blah, blah. You want to see a fight, okay? You clearly want to see a fight the way all y'all are ganging up on OG. You let Evelyn make a total fool of herself, patting her pussy and shit, talking about some, oh yeah, I got this, I got that, and y'all over there laughing instead of saying, yo, chill, you my friend, and I don't want you to look stupid on camera. Like, I'm done with Basketball Wives. Like, I thought that this episode was gonna be good. I was gonna get the tea and stuff like that, but I was watching this and shit, and I was actually sad. I was like, I'm not really living for this. Like, it's just a bunch of old ass women bullying each other. And I'm not with it. And we all know that this whole Kristen situation with Byron not coming to dinner, we all know that was a lie, because he got on Instagram and said that it didn't go down like that. And she's still putting this lie out there that Cece is the one that told him not to go to lunch. or dinner with her and her husband.
Scott, I want to say this to all the Basketball Wives fans out there who watch the show on a weekly basis. A couple of weeks ago, it was an episode with Kristen and Thomas. We're getting ready for dinner, and supposedly I was invited to go to dinner at their house. Never happened. I was never invited to go to their house for dinner. Thomas and I had talked about having dinner together, but it was never at their house. We had scheduled a time to go. I had a baseball game, which I did go to, and we made arrangements to have dinner at another time. So for them to go on and portray that I was supposed to come over, and I skipped it and went to the baseball game instead of coming over to try to handle a family situation or a family matter, is ridiculous. I was never invited in the first place. And then for Kristen to come on and say they did and went to the baseball game instead of coming over to try to handle a family situation or family matter is ridiculous. I was never invited in the first place. And then for Kristen to come on and say that I put the baseball games, so to speak, in front of the family, it shows my priorities is crazy as hell. And her always talking about she wants to fix this. She didn't get close to that. She's made it worse. She's made it worse. Because again, she's come on TV and basically said I skipped a meeting that we had already arranged, which had never been arranged in the first place. So I just want all you guys out there to know the real deal on what's happening on Basketball Wives. And again, for the family member who said they want to fix everything to go back on and again try to kick me in the face, I ain't having it. But it's all good.
Yeah, so that right there was a fake ass storyline, and Kristen is a fucking follower. If you go to her comments on Instagram, everybody is calling her a follower because she doesn't care that she sold out her father-in-law, her mama-in-law, if you want to call her that. She doesn't care. She walked onto the show with Cece and immediately turned her back on Cece when she saw that the other girls weren't feeling her. She's like, fuck it, I gotta get in where I fit in. Like, what kind of shit is that? They're also on Instagram being immature about the fact that they feel like they lost round one and they was coming back for them bitches. Like, how old are these women?
What you talking about? The losing team is coming back for you, nigga. Here we go, big baller.
Yeah, so anyway, they've already been renewed for a new season, and we all know that Tammy is not going to be on because she just cannot stand Evelyn, and she had her moments where she cried like last season and the season before about how she's just always tried to be these girls' friends, and every time she turns around there's something new that she did that gets her disliked and get her on the outside. That's just basically the game that they're playing. She wasn't even fucking with Shawnee this season. She didn't shoot with anybody that I saw but OG, and I think she had a scene with Phoebe and then Jackie. Like, that was all she did this season. But if this little show does come back, I don't want to see Malaysia. Like, Malaysia has no storyline. She was just in everybody's business this season. I wouldn't care if Evelyn stayed or not, honestly. She's been labeled a colorist, so let's see what the network is going to do about that. Shawnee is dry paint, but she is the creator, so there's that. There is no show without Jackie Chrissy, but can we please get rid of Kristen? Can we get rid of Cece? I like Cece. She showed her ass today, and I like it, but there's nothing there, even though she's the only wife, okay? Her and Kristen are the only wives, but still, we don't want to see you. Who else? Phoebe, she's weird. Why would y'all bring her on in the begin with? I just feel like bring us like 3 new wives or something like that, because y'all try to rotate wives all the time and it's terrible, and this season it was a shit show. So what y'all think?